Hey there, if you're a fashion brand and have aspirations to be stocked in fashion boutiques or department stores, no doubt you've spoken to fashion buyers who have asked to see a cohesive fashion collection. Now, what does that mean? That can mean so many different things to different people. In this video, we are going to demystify the terminology behind cohesive fashion collection and explain to you the main ingredients of a collection that makes it cohesive. But before we go on, subscribe to our channel and be the first one to know when we release new videos, which is every Thursday of every week. My name is Desi. I'm the founder of Fashion Insiders, an online fashion education platform for fashion entrepreneurs and brands looking to launch, grow, and scale. Now, what is a cohesive fashion collection? Now, the word cohesive means that something is integrated or unified together. So a cohesive fashion collection means that it's a collection that is unified, that it looks together, that works together and looks like it belongs together, like a unified family. There are no products that are sticking out and really look like they don't belong in that collection. The reason buyers are looking for cohesive fashion collections is that they want to see that you have a commercial eye, that you have a head for business, that you understand that when buyers buy your collection, they buy it so that they sell it on to their customers. And this skill, creating a cohesive fashion collection, is a skill that develops really with a bit of experience. As you evolve as a brand and as a business, you would really understand what makes your collection, what makes it work better than other times, what the buyers are looking for, what the customers are looking for, and which are the key ingredients that are the winners, that are the best sellers, and they drive the sales of your business. So let's dive in and look a little bit more in depth of what are the different ingredients that are important to have in a collection in order for that collection to be commercial and cohesive and to grab the eye and attention of the buyers you really want to buy into your collection. So the first ingredient that's very important and underpins everything else is a brand vision. It is really important that whether you start out at the beginning with a strong brand vision or whether you realize that the brand vision is not quite there and you need to fix it. But it's really important to have a brand vision that is strong, that allows the buyers from season to season, as you evolve as a designer and as a business, for them to be able to see that you have stayed true to your vision, what your brand is about. A vision can be visual. A vision for your brand can be based on ethical values or on values that are important for you. But as you evolve, and all businesses and brands evolve because they're made by humans, but as you evolve, if you have a strong vision, then that vision will reflect in your business. The collections you design and create, they would reflect that vision, that passion that you have that drives you and propels you to keep on creating forward. So having this vision is really important. And again, it is advisable and it is best if you start out as a brand with a vision from the beginning. But if it's not quite there, you can adjust it, you can tweak it, you can refine it and make it right for your business. This vision will then hold you steady. It is like the four, walls of a house. It will be the container within which your business will grow and evolve. And as you add new lines and new products into your business and into your brand, as you make collaborations perhaps with other designers, that vision will be the one to constantly hold your brand true to what it stands for. It would allow for people to understand and recognize you instantly without perhaps reading, the name of your brand, or to continue buying from you because you have stayed true to your vision and the original vision into which they also as customers bought and they respect you for. So brand vision is the key ingredient that underpins everything else, and it's so important for a brand to have. Now, the second main ingredient good commercial and cohesive collection should have is product market fit. It is really important that your products are well fitted for the market in which you want to retail. That means that your products and the ideal customer, the avatar, the perfect customer profile you created when you design your brands, when you launched your brand, etc., work well together, that your product indeed is well matched with the customers you want to buy your brand. And this market product fit is really important because if it's missing, then buyers will be rejecting you, because buyers, their job is to buy products for the department store or for the boutique by which they're employed in order to cater to their clientele. And each department store and each boutique has a very well-defined clientele base. It might be a few different client types, but they know very well who their customers are, and they only buy brands that will appeal to their customers. So if your brand has products that are not well aligned with the market in which you aspire to be, they are not made by the right type of raw materials, they are not executed and finished and made well for the type of market you are aiming to sell your goods, then and also they're not priced for that market, then you will not be picked up by the buyers, because simply you would not appeal to their customers. And that goes across any level of the market. It could be high street, it could be mid-market, it could be luxury, etc. So getting that mix and that balance between your product and the market where you want your product to retail is really important, in order then to approach the right buyers, for them to recognize that you are a right brand for them, and to consider spending time with you, looking at your collection, and perhaps investing and buying into your brand. Now, the pillar number 3, or the third main ingredient that all collections that are successful and appeal to buyers should have, is commercial viability. And what that means is that your products should be commercial enough to sell easily to the audience and the customer base that the buyers cater to. Commercially viable collections really are collections that have a variety within them, variety of pieces that a customer can choose from depending on the type of occasion or price point they want to buy at. A collection that is cohesive and that has a broad appeal would be a collection that would have bestsellers, as well as pieces that would be new. They would be eye-catching, they can be press pieces, and they can be pieces that are on trend. But a collection that is cohesive and commercially viable would be a collection that leaves the buyer wanting more. They're excited. What else have you got? What else can I buy? Oh, my customers will love this. Let me buy this, but how do I accessorize it? What else do I buy it with? It excites them and wants them to buy more because they know that their customer would love it. A commercially viable collection is a collection that really balances the new with the old, the on trend with the classic. It has design details that would appeal to the customers because they're not just details, but they're also features of your product. They may have benefits, as in they might offer solutions to certain problems that the customers have in terms of, let's say, pockets or ease of wearing, etc. So commercial viability is a big criteria that buyers look for when they're buying collection, especially when they're buying for a very defined customer base. The fourth ingredient that successful fashion collections should have is price points. And that means variety of price points. If you have a collection that is based on a single product, you can still have a variety of a few, 2 or 3 price points within which a buyer can come and select from. If you have an apparel brand or a jewelry or accessories brand that is bigger, more established perhaps, or you have had the funds to create more products within your collection, variety of price points is really important. A variety of price points allow buyers choice. It means that they can select a few different types at a few different price points for their customers and therefore represent your brand better. It allows more touch points and entry points for their customers in terms of accessing and purchasing into your brand. For example, if you are a jewelry brand, you can have little rings that can stack together, so someone can just buy one or buy a few and stack them together. It can have more medium-sized rings, as well as perhaps big pieces that are statement pieces that are much higher price point. Perhaps there is one that is just a one-off piece that is the most expensive piece that the press is going after and being photographed, and it draws attention into your brand. You may have, if you're an apparel brand, you may have little vests and jeans, but then you have jackets, then you have dresses, skirts, tops, but you basically allow for your products to have entry price point, middle price point, and a high price point, within which the buyer can create a little ensemble, a little grouping of products that they can buy and present to their customers. And the customers then, again, will also decide, do they want to, they really like your brand, but they don't really know how you are as a brand, what the quality is like. So maybe they would start with buying something that is a lower price point, and then they would upgrade themselves and buy something more expensive. Or maybe they want to buy two items together. So really and truly, a commercially viable, cohesive collection will offer choice in terms of product, but also choice in terms of price points. So pricing properly and pricing variety within your collection is really important for a good buy. For experienced buyers will look for something where they can make a selection, not only in terms of products, but also in terms of price points for their customers. And finally, the fifth main ingredient, every fashion collection that is successful and appealing to serious, important buyers, is clear communication, clear messaging. This is the glue that holds collections together, that holds brands together and makes them appealing, not only to their customer base, but also to the buyers who get interested in buying from them. Clear messaging really needs to reflect your brand vision, your products, your product and market fit. It really needs to speak to the buyers that are your customers buying directly from you, as well as the buyers, the retail buyers who will be buying you for the boutiques and the department stores. Your clear messaging has to really communicate well your brand ethos, where you're going as a brand, and to inform the choices that people will make when they want to purchase your brand. So your marketing, which really is the communication, is vitally important. It is the glue that holds all the other ingredients together. So all in all, these 5 ingredients that we've just covered, vision, product market fit, commercial viability, prices, and clear messaging, are the main ingredients that cohesive fashion collections should have if buyers are to be interested to buy into them, not just as a one-off, but long-term, to establish a relationship into the future. These ingredients are important to have when you first start out, but also be true to them and constantly monitor that as you evolve as a business, as a brand, as a designer, you're always in alignment with these ingredients. We work with our clients and we help them align the ingredients with their brands, make sure that everything is aligned and talking to each other, and that as a brand, you're in the best position to be picked up by a buyer of the retail shop of your choice. So if this is of interest, contact us through the link below below this video, and we can book a call with us, see if we can help you, see if we can make you more marketable and better position for retail buyers to take an interest and buy you. And as always, thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for watching this video, and click and subscribe to our videos in order to get notifications for future releases. And if you have any comments and any feedback, as always, pop them below and I will answer personally every single one of them. Thank you.